皆さん、こんにちは. I would like to start off today by introducing some of our new kanji from chapter 18. A lot of the new kanji from chapter 18 are going to be adjectives. So we're going to talk about various different adjectives that we are just starting to learn now. So our first kanji that we are going to learn today is toi. This isn't a word that we have learned so far, so we'll have to remember this vocabulary too. But it's a word that means far away. It's worth noting that this is one of our weird words that even though it has a long O, the O is spelled with a to-o instead of to-u. So just be careful of the spelling. So this is the to in toi. We start with the doyobi no do. Then we have kuchi. And then a sort of katakana I. A stroke that goes in, a stroke that goes down. And then we have this part, which we had in kanji like michi, the road, in the past. So let's write it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the to in toi. Our next kanji is the chika in chikai. So this kanji, we first used the part that was on the right of atarashi. And then we have the same road radical. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the chika in chikai. Our next kanji, we will use this kanji quite a bit in Japanese. Right now we are focusing on it because it is a part of another kanji, but we can also see it in some words like gakusha, sakusha, and isha, which we will use very often in the future. So we start by writing doyobi no do. Then there's a slash across it, and then nichiyobi no nichi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is once again the sha in gakusha or sakusha. It has another reading of mono, But this is not the mono that we use in like tabemono or nomimono. This is a different mono, so just keep that in mind. So using that kanji, we can write the atsu of atsui. So keep in mind that this is the atsui that we use for when the weather is hot. So we have a different atsui that we will learn quite a bit later that we use for like a hot drink or a hot object. But when the weather is hot, like the air outside or the air in a room, we'll use this atsu from atsui. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. もう一度、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12。One last time. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12. So this is the atsu in atsui. We can also write the samu in samui. So we start with like a roof pattern, and then we have the rest of the kanji underneath. Let's take a look at how to write it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a long one, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the samu in samui. Our next kanji is one that I don't think have talked about as vocabulary, but it will be a useful kanji as we move on. So we are going to talk about it now. So this is the omo in omoi. So this is a different omoi than like the to omoimasu that we have studied in the past. This omoi means something is heavy. So we write this kanji starting at the top a little bit diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The omo in omoi. Our next kanji is the karu in karui. So we start by writing something that's kind of like kuruma. And then, so after we write kuruma, we have these two other parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the karu in karui, which means something is light. Our next kanji is the hiku in hikui. So like when we talked about se ga hikui, somebody is short, right? So this hikui means something is low. So like their height is low for se ga hikui. So we start with the kanji for like hito that's been kind of squished over so that it looks like katakana I. And then we have the second part here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hook, 5, 6 hook, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 hook, 5, 6 hook, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the hiku of hikui. Okay, so those are our first set of kanji for chapter 18. Make sure to practice both reading and writing the kanji so that you can retain them long term.